Hey folks, this is Onion Boy from ORS Snowshoesdirect.com here in lovely Vermont. We're talking about snowshoes, and we're at our retail store, Onion River Sports, right in Montpelier, Vermont. And I'm Onion Boy, as you can see. We're going to talk about the basic beginner category right now. And this is kind of, you're just getting into snowshoeing. You're not going off into the great expanses or the great white unknown. You're kind of sticking to, your local parks, your backyard, that kind of thing. You're just getting some exercise, some fresh air, and that's what snowshoeing is all about. Other people want to go climb the steepest mountain they can, but you're not thinking of that. You're thinking, I just want to get outside, get some good exercise, some fresh air, and enjoy nature, and that's exactly what these shoes are about, to kind of introduce you to the sport. So, we got a few options here. We're going to start off with Tubbs. And Tubbs is a great brand. They've been making snowshoes forever. They actually used to be made in Stowe, Vermont, which is only about 25 minutes down the road from here. And now they are unfortunately not made in Stowe, Vermont, but they're still good quality snowshoes nonetheless. We still carry them. We're proud to carry them. And the basic beginner category will be the Xplore model. And we have the men's and women's here. And all these snowshoes come in different sizes, so you have to kind of look at the size chart to decide which shoe is appropriate for your weight. You can go to each individual product page on our website to get more information and more specifics for weight, but let's just walk you through real quickly. The Xplore 21 women's is right here. The Xplore 25 men's is here. Mainly the difference between the women's and the men's. The women's snowshoes will have a tapered tail, which will facilitate a more natural stride for women. Otherwise, other than the graphic, the features are the same. The Xplore has a few great things going for it. First of all, you flip it over, you look at the traction. So not a ton of real aggressive crampons under here. Again, because you're not really going on the steeps and deeps. You're looking for more moderate rolling terrain, so you don't need a ton of traction, just enough, and that's what you get here. The binding rotates on a toe cord, so that means when you take a step, the shoe kind of falls, and all that snow that might accumulate on the tail will shed off the back, which is a nice feature, so you're not picking up the weight of the snowshoe every time. The binding is pretty simple, nothing too fancy. You don't need a lot of support, you don't need a lot of crazy features here. You're just in the park, you're in the backyard. You slide your foot in, and you pull on this loop right here, and that'll cinch the binding around your boot, and then you have a heel strap as well, and then you're locked in, you're ready to go. So that's the Xplore from Tubbs. Moving on to Atlas, we have the 8 series, also available in men's and women's. We got the men's right here, and the same is true. The women's has a more tapered tail, otherwise, other than the graphic, the color, it's the same snowshoe. Atlas, same kind of idea, pretty moderate traction, nothing too crazy, perfect for just rolling terrain in packed surfaces, just to give you enough traction so you don't slip. And similar kind of design, aluminum frame with decking material sort of wrapped around it. And the binding is similar design as well. You kind of just pull up on this loop to cinch the straps tight around your boot. Now, the one thing that sort of sets the Atlas design apart is their binding and their toe cord. The toe cord, instead of being sort of attached to a steel pin like the Tubbs is, the Atlas is attached to what they call the spring-loaded system, and it's sort of suspended, so it has really, really good side-to-side articulation for your traversing and side terrain. It gives you really, really, it allows your foot to have a natural position regardless of the terrain. But it also incorporates what's called the FRS. So in the past, the Atlas design has been fixed to this toe cord and tends to, say, flip snow, and some people haven't really been too psyched about that. So the new design that they've come out with this year on the 8 and the 9 series is this free rotating pivot. So it pivots on top of that spring-loaded binding. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You're getting a free pivot so you don't get the flip, and you're getting all that good articulation. So it's a really, really great all-around basic beginner snowshoe from Atlas. That's the 8 series. This is the 825 for men, again available in women's. Alright, now we've got the TSL Walk in the Park. Don't fall in love with this green color though. There's been sort of a running change, as we call it. It's available in black. Still looks great though. These are assembled right here in Vermont, and lots of traction on that for a beginner snowshoe. So maybe you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll go a little further off into the unknown. I want a little more traction. You can see the difference in the crampons on there, a lot more aggressive. Otherwise, the binding is mounted on a fixed toe cord, but it does rotate slightly, and the binding is pretty cool. It has a little sort of a fast type buckle for your instep strap, and just a basic strap to tighten around the forefoot. And it has this adjustable heel piece, so you can really accommodate all sorts of different boot sizes, which is kind of cool. And you know, otherwise just a nice, simple, great snowshoe. Now, when you're starting off in snowshoeing, you know, there are some accessories you might consider. Poles are really nice because it incorporates your upper body, you get a little more exercise there and a little more stability. Gaiters are awful nice, you know, to protect the lower part of your foot. And a snowshoe bag is cool. They're all accessories you might consider. And we have some kits available where you kind of get some things thrown in. The Tubbs Xplore kit is the Xplore snowshoe. You get a pair of poles and you get a set of gaiters. And it's all kind of include package. It's a great gift idea. So someone who's sort of considering snowshoeing and they want the whole deal, this is a really good option. And this is a women's 25, so they're available in also the men's and the other sizes for the men's and the women's. The Atlas kit that we have is the 9 series. We actually didn't have the kit with us, so we're going to kind of tell you what's in it. It's the 9 series snowshoe in men's or women's. You get a pair of the Atlas poles. And Atlas has a different take on the whole thing. They're thinking, well, maybe you don't need the gaiters, you would prefer the snowshoe bag. The snowshoe bag is nice because you can kind of throw your snowshoes in the bag and, you know, take them with you. So instead of getting the gaiters, you actually get the tote. So that's the Atlas 9 series kit. On our site, you'll see all the information you need. So thanks again for watching, folks. My name is Onion Boy from ORS Snowshoes Direct.